Hello, this is Elizabeth Wood Education. Block 43. I welcome you to my channel. And before we get started, you want to learn about the rapture, why it's not happening today, according to one video creator, T-Renshaw. She has predicted today to be the rapture of the church. I'll see you on the next page. Well, we are being bombarded by rapture dreams and a rapture date, and there's one video that has claimed a date of the rapture, which is today, August 13th. And she figured this from the Jewish astrology and numerology. She add numbers, this and there, and that, and call that this and that. Well, I'll tell you what, I am going to let you know that today Jesus is not going to rapture anybody, because the end is not yet. We are going, I think we are going through the tribulation, or start of the tribulation. Ever since the coronavirus outbreak hit the globe, everybody who is prophesying came out of the woodwork and do a video on when and what date the rapture is going to take place, and the end time. Well, had to excuse me, I had shots in my eye yesterday, and my right eye is bothering me this morning. So if you see me taking my face tissue going to my right eye, that's what is happening. I'm sorry to say that her calculation is a form of numerology, and astrology, the stars, and that is not in the Bible. We do not take the Bible to calculate how many years or how many days that the day will come to the date of Jesus' rapture. Excuse me, my right eye is bugging me. So people are predicting that we are going to be gathered up before the tribulation as brides, as born-again Christians. We're going to be raptured up before the tribulation. And there are a lot of videos here on YouTube that believes that. Well, people seems to know what day the rapture is going to happen. So T-Renshaw, she believes today is the day that God is going to come and take up his church. Now, we do not know when Jesus is going to descend from heaven along with the saints and the angels playing their shofar to gather up the believers here on earth. And in chapter Matthew 24, I am going to read you, and I'm going to find I'm going to have to grab my Bible. Here we go. Here's my Bible. Matthew 24. And I'm going to read you about the coming of Jesus and when it's going to take place. Starting with verse 1 in chapter 24 of Matthew. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciple came to him to shew him the building of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, Seek ye not all these things. Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of the coming and the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceives you. We are being deceived by these false prophets, claiming that this day and that day God is going to come and rapture us. His son Jesus is going to come and rapture us. So many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and that shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars, and that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Now we're hearing rumors of wars, but World War III is not what is going to happen. That is going to end the world. I just found that out. And nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine, and pestilence, and earthquake, in diverse places. Yeah, we're going to, these are the things we are experiencing. The coronavirus is a pestilence, and famine is the shortage of food, which is going to follow. It's going to get worse. Okay? Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Okay. All these are the beginning of sorrow. Yes, we're experiencing the beginning of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations only for my sake. Over in China, the Christians are being persecuted. And shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. My right eye is watering and it's giving me a problem. That's because I had a shot put in the eye yesterday. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. It's happening here on YouTube. Many false prophets is claiming the date and prophesying the end time. They are false preachers and teachers. Even individuals that are doing numerology and astrology just to figure out what day the Lord is going to return. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Oh, how that is true. It's still, families are growing cold. People are growing cold. There's no love in each other. It's happening now. That he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. This is the proof that there is no pre-rapture. There's no pre-rapture. This is post-rapture. The catch-up or the snatch-up of the born-again Christians who obey God's commands in the Bible. These are the ones that are chosen by God the Father to be raised up from the grave first, and then the ones who are still alive will change in the twinkling of the eye. They will never die. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So right now, all the nation hasn't been preached to. There's too much satanic worshiping going on right now over in the eastern country and down in South Africa and India and in those places there. When ye therefore shall see the admonition of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Who readeth, let him understand. Now you can find that part in Daniel, in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, 23. Again, you can read it in Mark 13, verses 14. And then let them which is in Judea flee unto the mountain. Okay, let them which, okay, I'm going to go down here. Okay, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither or on the Sabbath day. But then shall he be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world for this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. That if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great wonders and wonders, inasmuch that if they were apostate, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, so do not go forth. Behold, he is in. My eyes keep watering up, so I have a hard time focusing on my letters. For the lightning cometh, and out of the east, and shineth unto the west. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See, this is after the tribulation. This is after. Okay? For whatsoever. Okay. For as the lightning comes out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man. For whatever shall the carcass is, there will the eagle be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all of the tribe, the Son of Man, coming in the cloud of heaven with power and glory, and shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Okay, there's another one here. Well, it's saying here that no man knows when Christ is coming. We don't know what day, what month, what year. And here we are, these false prophets that come out of the woodwork here on YouTube and give their idea. Well, on September 29th, that's when the rapture is going to take place. September the 12th, that's when it's going to be. No, November, we will not see election. All the Christians are going to be raptured, so we don't vote for either party in November. And see, these are the things that comes out of the woodwork on the videos. These are false prophecies that these people are giving out. We do not know, neither the angels, neither Jesus knows when Jesus is going to descend upon the earth. The Father in heaven will just send him down here without any notice, without giving us warning. So that is the reason why we must be ready and be busy in the Lord and spreading the gospel throughout the globe. The coronavirus is just the start of the suffering. And God allowed Satan to have somebody make a a virus in a lab and send it out global, and I think they used the bat and took the COVID-2 from the bat and created it in the lab and then spread it out. It's all over the globe now, and we're still have COVID-2. It isn't dead yet. It isn't. It's not gonna stop until we have a vaccine that will stop the spread of the COVID-2. So the prediction of the Lord's return is wrong. It's very dangerous, because it will come, the day will come like today, August 13th. It will come and go, and all these people that really believe that they're going to get raptured today cannot get raptured. They will be disappointed and hurt. And then they will realize that this is a false prophecy that they saw on this video of T-Renshaw and other videos like Barry Barsar. He's another false prophet. And he prophesies the end time all the time. And then when the day comes and it doesn't happen, then he has an excuse why it did not happen. Now, T-Renshaw is going to have to do some digging. She's going to try to come up with an excuse as to why Jesus did not come that day. She is going to probably go back, recalculate again, and put a date on the rapture, and then do a video, and do a video like this one. And she titled this video, Rapture Watch, this could be it. And then in the video, she put a date down. Today, August 13th, is the rapture. She's using numerology and astrology to figure out when Jesus is going to come back. And that's the Jewish way, the Israelites' way of figuring out. Their calendar is different than ours. We have a different calendar than they do. So watch out for these people who give out false prophecy. They give out false dates. They went to heaven and Jesus talked to them and told them what date he's arriving, and then come back. This guy will come back and say, well, Jesus told me that this certain day he is coming back for his church. Don't believe that. Because no one knows when Jesus is coming after us. No one. And that's how you know that these date setting of his return, Jesus' return, is false. So I am going to end this right now, and I pray for T-Renshaw. I get the idea she's Jewish. That's why she did the calculation. You can go to her website and put T-Renshaw in the search box on YouTube here, and look for the Rapture Watch. This could be it. And watch it. And do not believe the date. Do not believe it. Today is the day that she predicted that the end is here. And it proves that she doesn't know the Bible that well to discern the correct information from the Bible. Evidently, she doesn't know, or she doesn't believe that we don't know what hour, what day, what time, what year that Jesus is going to return. And all this calculation from Daniel, Daniel chapter 9, the 70 weeks, that Jesus mentioned the 70 weeks in the New Testament in Matthew 24. Well, I thank you for watching. I'll see you here next time on Wood Education, Block 43. So long. Goodbye. I'll see you on YouTube and the World Wide Web the next time.